Everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Apollo Justice. So we're continuing from where we last left off. Cheersy! Cheersy! You moved quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Cheersy, you're okay? I thought... You're crying now? Don't cry, Apollo. Those good for nothing gangsters. There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else. Frickin' Mr. Hat. What the heck is that? Surprise? This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. Yeah, that's marvelous, Dylan. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I'm a big hit. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you choosy? There are just some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here. Huh? Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. But the testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares the verdict, it's all over. If I could use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Cheersy, no more stage abduction, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when a witness is incompetent, I can perceive what he's feeling. It may not mean anything, but it's all we got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times. All the times there were contradictions? Well, I think I remember them, sure. There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. And each time there was a contradiction. His hand he held, yes, a pistol was pointed at the gun. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. He said the man tossed aside a pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he was confident in, he displayed a certain habit. In his hand he held, yes, the pistol was a man holding a stand. Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense, and he fiddled with the corner of the page in his book. How am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else did you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? He's like, what? I always sat next to Daddy during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling. You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at the hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. Daddy's quite good at poker after all, but not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so he cheated, but what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony, perceive the truth. Watch a testimony, perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is I'm going to lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said you had the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony, perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo. What? What is that she said before the trial started? Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Let's do it. Apollo? You know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing? Try to cover Mr. Hat the best you can. I just flew in from the coast and boy are my arms tired. Right. It's like I can't believe I'm doing this. Kurt is now back in session. Right, we're fine. I'd like to say that the young lady standing next to Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Oh, right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement, right? Perhaps Frelin would like us to believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't, am I right? I think he's on to me. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for Gifted Witness? Right, the defense examination. Because I forgot to ask something. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. Are you sure about that? I will grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stolen for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget, Paolo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. Okay, let's see. I cannot prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. I'm not sure I qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus, only if it were that easy. My ears hear what he said, my eyes see its expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? What's this? My bracelet. What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in the testimony. I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. It's giving him some hints about it. I have to do this on 3.
Hold it!
So you called immediately after witnessing the murder? The police definitely have the record of the call. Why not check with them? Wait, Apollo. This has to be it. Wait, you mean his habit? So he was filling in with his book. The only time he even had a book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for this habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. Know what? It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the wetness. Your bracelet? I'm not sure I get this focus stuff we were talking about, Trucy. But I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, I just need to touch my bracelet with triangle as it reacts to the testimony. What's going on? I can see the witness's face. His expression so clearly is filling my mind. I could see nothing else and hear nothing else. Apollo? Trucy, what's happening to me? This is what I mean by focusing. Focusing? In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. It's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit, you remember, right? Sure, when he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with a page of his book. You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. I bet they are. First, move your focus attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. His hand. You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. She's right. I can only see his face like this. Time to change my viewpoint. Perfect. Now you're really ready. Ready for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. Perceive. Try listening to the witness as you try to focus. And watch for his habit. Right? You mean when he fiddles with the page? That's right. That's your signal to look closer to perceive a triangle. Find his weak spot, I guarantee to give him the royal flush. Sound like a true pokerhead's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. Don't worry if you miss it, you can always try again. Right, look for the nervous twitch. Here it comes, Justice.
Gotcha!
There we go. I nailed it. I saw it just now. I could see it. Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging of desks, I quite bad for my circulation, you know. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone. What are you talking about? I'm curious about the cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What I asked, what to ask. Okay, let's see. Stickler, please show me your cell phone. Whatever for. Show me and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it? Mr. Stickler? Is this your cell phone? Where did you get that? It's the phone from yesterday. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath the tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belonged to the doctor here. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand in this very moment? Yeah, why is it with me? Wait a minute. What's the meaning of this? The cell phone was found yesterday in the Miraka's clinic garage. Why, that's where the victim lived. That's impossible. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how can you have told the police? That's true. How did he call? Don't lie to us now. It is true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. This is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone after all? Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate with certainly high degree of accuracy, it was right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can be only one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone, because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler? You broke into the garage at the night of the murder. The cell phone tells all. But that's ridiculous. It makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. as though I were trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Mertitus wasn't killed that night. Well, yes, but no, this line of reasoning had to be against the rules. Yes, it's true, I lost my cell phone, but you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicion that the connection to the crime. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Of course I have evidence. Oh, I like your swagger, Air Forehead. Hit it. The court will now see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proved the cell phone was dropped at the night of the murder is...
Take that!
That's a side view mirror? So as it happened, his car was in an accident that took place at the night of the murder. An accident. It happened just a little after 9 p.m. Just outside of People's Park, our murder scene. His car had hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear the car was parked after the incident, which means it was parked after 9 p.m., the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right underneath the wheel. You're getting really nervous now. Ergo, Mr. Stickler. The only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. in the night of the murder in the park. Chat him the lie. Mr. Stickler, you know what that means? You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Mertakis? No, stop. This is too much. It can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something. I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and the doctor. That is, other than this. I believe our next testimony may be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. Yeah, he does look guilty about something. He does. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in the garage. Oh yes, well, as you can see, my model cell phone has a defect. It was given to Roland. You try to pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know? Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please? That's funny. My bracelet didn't relax at all during that testimony. This nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice. Alright, let's see where we had to push here. 4.
Hold it!
This part of the testimony is key, I know it. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? Do you happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, Noodle. Yes, that was it. For remembering something quite well, you sure took a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice? What about that sign? Could it be important? So the 9 sign on the noodle stand said noodle? It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I'll have to still sample the wares one of these days. I think it's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some applied to the school merely for the taste of our smart noodles. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. Noodle stand.
Objection!
And you're absolutely sure the sign said red noodle? Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. At last you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. It read without a doubt noodle. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign you were standing here, was it? I thought it would have been hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand and carefully read what the sign says. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand owner. El Dunes. Inconceivable. I'm certain it definitely said noodle for sure. Positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about the eyesight. I am. He has a point here, like he has bad eyesight. I won't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness said the sign said noodle. Okay, let's take a look here. And what would you say if I told you that there was one spot from the sign would read that the way Mr. Stickler claims? Is he read it from the other side of it? What? Mr. Justice, show us the spot. The witness actually viewed the stand from this location. Let's see.
Take that!
The witness was standing right here on the opposite side, which shows the noodles. How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand read on dunes, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand. Oh, this side says noodle. Exactly, the name of the stand is split between the front and back sign. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the north side of the park, not the south. You got me.
Objection!
So what? So what? What does it matter if you saw the killing from the south or the north? It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does that change? It changes everything, Apollo. That's true. Trissy? Remember his testimony from before? Although, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. The killer and the victim were facing each other here. And in the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction, then it would have like hit him on the left, the opposite side. The bullet would have to hit his left temple. Ah. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim right in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the room location takes on an entirely different meaning. Indeed. You're absolutely correct, Felon. What meaning? The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. But that's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing. Correct, so if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. But what if it was someone else, not him? Order, order, order! Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree! She's flipped this whole case on its head while was still figuring it out. Just to show she's smart for her age. Clarify one point for me if you would, Air Forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, look aside. I'm just really a nice guy. All my friends say so. Let's hear what the defense had to say. What are you gonna do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? I don't think Wesley Stickler is the killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now. The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Air Forehead, I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Air Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us the evidence that points to the witness' involvement in the crime.
Take that!
The evidence is this. What? Is that woman's underwear? Hey, those are mine. Don't look at me like that! Like, it's not my fault I like woman's panties. Order, order! Mr. Stickler, while I can't say this comes as a shock, is that what it seems? On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the clinic garage. Ah, incidentally, those panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be the murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Please hear me out. It's not what it looked like. Oh, it is what it looked like, everybody. Order. Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. It is what it seems here, buddy. So are we to understand that you were silent not because you're guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Perhaps you're not aware that my school name is originally written IV. I stands for intelligent. V stands for valiant. See? Your point? I'm not done. Now I'm a major in science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, for IVU, science department are violently curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge?
Objection!
Oh wow. Come on, you're talking about girls' panties here. No, you don't understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is acceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are promised land. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate for science. Full-size car tire was the only first mystery those panties revealed. A tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But not all. First there was tire, then a stew pot of frozen chicken. One mystery after another, it was like magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. I don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties? It mocked the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick? You say panties, but they're much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder. There has been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I'm sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flap. Oh god, now you're talking fast. Slow down! He talked so fast I can't even read the whole damn thing. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. You've referred to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from south, but it was in fact the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, Air Forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo? There's something about the way the diagram arranged right now. When do you think about it? Right near where Mr. Stickler is standing, wasn't there a... Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location? The evidence shows why he lied is this. What? More pennies? How many pennies are you carrying in your pocket, Air Forehead? These are the last, honest. How many pennies do you have? These were found in the trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram. we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler. You didn't! Alas, I'm a failure scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. So, these panties are your handiwork as well? That night, I have been chased, hounded into clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Didn't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. Yeah, I'd rather not here, buddy. I'd rather not know, please. I hid in the garage for a short while. Then I abandoned the panties and made for home. To avoid the office where the girl worked, I went toward the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion, a giant pair of panties. Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home. And I fumbled upon the murder of the doctor. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers? Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne. Why did he steal the panties to begin with? A fascinating if disturbing tale. Yeah, that's quite disturbing, not gonna lie. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close, and I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Waki Tataki, was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing, Waki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant Waki is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else at the scene of the crime at the time. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. That's true. The court requests further investigation for both the defense and prosecution. Yeah, baby. No problem. Very well. This brings the trial for the day to close. Court is adjourned. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and tell it here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below. And subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye guys.